I'm Mike Gallagher, County Councilman, District 5, which is North Relton, Strongsville, Berea, Homestead Falls, and Homestead Township. When I was a councilman in Strongsville, there was an issue in what I call the donut hole group, and that's the young adults from maybe freshman year in high school to early 20s. And how do you connect that group? The youth obviously have a lot to do with the schools and neighborhood projects and things like that. The seniors, we have a senior center, so everybody seemed busy and had a one direction of fun, but the young adults didn't. So I started a group called the Strongsville Youth Commission, and with the help of some very talented people, we got that up and running. A very successful group of young adults that became socially active in the city of Strongsville and became very well known for their giving and their activities, from creating a senior prom for connectivity with our seniors in town. They would have a prom for them, and it was really kind of cool and interesting to watch, to where they had a battle of the bands, and then they had fundraisers. They had a Darfur fundraiser, many other things. But once they got rolling, the way we set it up was they were the bosses. They had to apply to be chosen. We only had a certain amount of slots for them. We didn't necessarily look for those with the greatest GPAs, but we looked for the go-getters, and it was a very competitive thing to get into the Strongsville Youth Commission. And as it grew over the years, its reputation grew. We're now in a dynamic transformation in the city of Cleveland, downtown specifically. We have a dynamic young group living down there who have claimed the territory as their neighborhood, which is exciting in and of itself, who are vocal. So we have to recognize, I think, the same thing that happened out in Strongsville. We have a dynamic, professional youth, young adult group in Cuyahoga County. How do we get them engaged with county business or county social activities? Well, they have a voice, and they have to understand they have a voice. An example would be, Wendy Park, which was a wasteland until a gentleman bought it and fixed it up and handed it over to Cuyahoga County. And now we're putting money into it. The Metro Parks now has it, and it's one of the hottest places on weekends during the summer to go. It's a fun place. And that happened not because of elected officials thinking it was going to happen. It happened because a bunch of young folks decided it was going to happen, and they showed up, and they're making it work. We provided it, but they're making it work. And we have to, again, recognize them as very powerful influences on where this county's going. We as elected officials are certainly going to recognize that. And that's the thing I think they have to realize, is how powerful that they are together, not individually, but if we can coordinate that in a group atmosphere, they become really the lobbyists for all the young adults in Cuyahoga County, and things can happen from there. And it just excites me to no end that we have young adults in that wheelhouse as far as age participating at the county level. When they do participate, when they do show up and they do care and they are vocal, we then have to make sure we listen. Being a new government, I think it's a little exciting. It's new, it's exciting, it's fresh, and can be shaped. Now's the time to jump in. This is the genesis of a new form of government, a new way of thinking, and now's the time to get involved. Federal government's nameless and shapeless, and sound bites and Fox News and CNN, and it's almost not real. State government is at an arm's length. County government, while still not your local government, is where you live. It's where you do your business. It's where you do your recreation. It's where you spend most of your time and your money. Why not participate? Why not be wanting to be part of that? If you stay silent, nobody knows you're there, and that's probably the worst thing you can do.